My name is Jeffrey Andrews. I am of Indian descent, but I'm born and raised in Hong Kong. I was born in 1985. I'm also one of Hong Kong's first registered ethnic minority social workers. I think right now is such a complex time to have children in this challenging period. So right now I'm not at that stage where I want to have children. After 97, after 2022, we're still constant transition. The Hong Kong identity is not about the face or the color, it's really about your values. The value for freedom, liberal mindset, respect for one another, and I think this is what makes Hong Kong identity. I am Indian, right? My parents are from India, that is my motherland, but I've been in Hong Kong all my life. 37 years of my life has been in this city and fighting for this Hong Kong identity, you know, and I finally feel like the last 10-15 years, I'm very strong on my Hong Kongian identity. In terms of my nationality, which one should I do? And I never imagined India will play Hong Kong in a qualifying match. But very clearly, I chose Hong Kong because I knew my pride and I knew the struggle of Hong Kong, and it represents in that football team. Because this is my home, this is where I'm born and raised, my education, my ideals, my values, and the Hong Kong team represents that, because you can see now it is more diverse than before. Before it was only Chinese, maybe some Europeans and Brazilians, maybe an African, but now we have my friend Jangir Khan, who is a Pakistani, Hong Kong born like me. You know, he grew up in Samshoipo and now he plays for Hong Kong. So I think Hong Kong is heading in that direction that really represents us as well in it. I do the tours every week now, so people know that, oh, you know, he's bringing some people inside the building.
Yeah. They support your tour here?
Very much. So many of the business, they will do the Vlight, all those different demonstrations, sometimes offer some free food. Yeah. Only I can feel as a Hong Konger when someone accepts me as Hong Kongian. But now I say to myself and many young youth when I go out to do talks, start from yourself first. Feel strong and have a firm foundation. When you are firm on your own identity, no one can shake it. So now when someone sees me, who are you? Where are you from? I say, Hong Kongian, Hong Kong people, Hong Konger, very clearly. But I remember a few years ago in Tung Chung supermarket, I was there lining up to buy some things, and then in front of me was the mainland tourist buying a lot, and then behind me was one pawpaw, just a few fruits and stuff. And I did one thing. I looked at her and I said, pawpaw, le han xin. And then the pawpaw looked at me and goes, Hong Kongian. And I was like, wow, you know, immediately I was like, yes. It gave me an opportunity to be the first ethnic minority social worker. And look at me today, I'm so proud. I'm not the only social worker now. There's 17 of us, ethnically diverse social workers. Indians, Nepalese, Pakistanis, Filipinos. That's what Hong Kong has given us. Now I hope in the future there won't be first this, first that, first this. I think there should be more. I think now we have firemen, policemen, reporters, teachers. Many now breaking through into the mainstream society. I hope in 10 years' time we will not be having interviews like this. I think in the future it will be very normal to see people of my color, my ethnicity to say, 大家都係香港人. And I think that's what we want to do, is break through into the mainstream society. Chungking is also the Lion Rock spirit. And then around it is the example of what you can achieve when you work over, when you work so hard. This is what you achieve, the modern structures. So I think in order to keep going forward, you always have to remember your foundation. And I think Chungking represents a lot of the foundations of Hong Kong's working class. Yeah. I can tell you, a lot of ethnic minorities still struggle with the education system. Still many of them cannot speak, read and write Cantonese. This is Hong Kong, 2022. We should be able to get better access for Cantonese. We want to live and survive and integrate into Hong Kong, but it's still very, very different. Some schools are very good, some schools are not. So you can have some friends who speak very good Cantonese, can read and write, and some who cannot. How can this be? Secondly, the employment situation. Still many of our ethnic minorities are only hired for labor jobs, construction, security, delivery, all these kind of stuff. But many of us are actually talented. They want to do more than that. Why can't we work for MTR? Why can't we work for KMB? Why can't we work for government? So I think this needs to change as well. Anyone can be a Hong Konger. Anyone that comes to Hong Kong immediately has the value of hard work, right? The Lion Rock spirit, no matter how hard it is, you just work hard. I think that's very important. Respect for one another. I mean, Hong Kong is not a violent city, right? It is a very respectful city. You don't hear religious violence or extremism or anything like that. And I think the most important thing is the value for freedom, liberal mindset, respect for one another. And I think this is what makes Hong Kong identity.
So 人都可以